Front kick, side kick, roundhouse. Good. Super tight, tight, tight. Push back, strong fingers. They're good for more than Happy Meals. Hello, my name is Sensei Philip Hoskins. I'm the owner and principal instructor of Toma Dojo True Karate in Indian Trail, North Carolina. Ju! Yame! I was born in Conneaut, Ohio, small town northeast of Cleveland. I became interested in martial arts at about age 6. There was a great movie called The Karate Kid. I was convinced at that time that I needed to know as much about martial arts as I possibly could. My first involvement was at a young age, some vicariously through friends and neighbors, as much as possible through Wise, and the things that were available to me in very small town Ohio. I actually received my testing and certification as black belt through the Kikai. This is the world governing body of Wei Chi-Ryu. So roughly a decade of training into being recognized by the Okinawan officials as being a person qualified to instruct, as being a person that has the ability to pass on the right messages the right way. What we're looking for is strong here, that I'm not afraid of you kind of attitude, right? That's where all good self-defense starts, is with the right attitude. Yeah! There you go, that's pretty cute. I never wanted to be the instructor that just stood at the head of the class and yelled, and tried to explain technique. I want to be able to show. I want students to be able to experience martial arts the way I was taught martial arts. Think about your ribs. Look in the mirror. Close, in front, right there. Hey. That was the best ending you've done in a while. You had the full step back into Sanchin stance. That was great. Okay, good, I liked it. The first thing is research. You got to find out about owning a business. That's different than teaching a class. It's different than what you think running a school is. Just to get open, you got to find a place, you got to research, you got to understand a little bit about lease contracts. Make sure you know what you're getting into, or at least know the right person to ask. Sometimes that's even more important, knowing who to ask. Don't do it too quickly. Take your time. Things, just like good martial arts skills, they develop better when you're given enough time. Okay, as startup, I think your major concerns are going to be your flooring, your choice, your insurance, the choices you make there. You have to have insurance in the modern world. Don't even think about doing a martial arts school without it. And last but not least, your equipment. What you need to make your school and the way you teach successful. Here at our school, the majority of our costs went into upfitting the site itself. When we first got here, we had no concrete floor. It was a dirt floor. There was no walls, no air conditioning, none of that. So we spent a small life savings and then borrowed one and spent that as well to get it open. About $120,000. I'd say it was my startup cost. Some of that was gracefully and greatly done through tenant improvement by the owner of the building, which is something you need to research, and that goes back to knowing your lease, which is super important. The rest of it, like I said, my life savings. Sold my Corvette, had a very nice Corvette. I actually went through the entire SCORE program. The SCORE program is a program put forth by the Small Business Administration in order to educate people that want to open small businesses. The nature of my business being service-oriented versus a retail-oriented made it very tough for me to secure, even after completing the SCORE program and going through numerous counseling to secure a small business loan. So everything I did was borrowed. Some personal loans, some family loans, some credit cards with much regret, but I'll be paying those off for the rest of my life, but hey, it got me my school. 9 to 5, I'm still involved in the food and beverage industry. I serve, bartend, set up banquets, lift tables for a very nice country club here in the Charlotte area. But it's a good job, and because of my previous history, they allow me the flexibility and the ability to come here and run my school. And like I said, the only drawback really is that my attention is a little divided.
Did you have fun today?
Thank you for coming out today.
You like karate, huh?
What did you learn?
Can you tell me what you learned? Defense?
I learn a lot of defense, and I learn new things every single time. Like, I have to practice my kata konnichiwa and my kata sanchin daily, and usually I learn something new every day.
My daughter's gaining respect and gaining patience, and I personally gain a healthy lifestyle. I get time with my family, and we're all learning something together, and my oldest daughter's a little bit higher ranked than me, so sometimes she gets to tell me what to do. He really talks about how showy it's not, and he really talks about how the discipline's important, how knowing what you're learning is important, the basics, as opposed to the showiness. So he also has a really great way of teaching children the way children need to be taught, but also teaching adults the way they need to be taught. He's really good at really differentiating between those two and giving you what you need to do better for yourself.
I love when they say I'm hooked on it. It's like I can't get enough of it. When I see good karate in my students, I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I am making their lives better. I'm giving them something that they can be proud of, something that will last a lifetime with them. Even if they don't continue martial arts for the rest of their lives, my students will know how to punch. They'll never forget. It'll be like riding a bike. In a heartbeat. I wouldn't hesitate for a moment. When you open a karate school, you have to absolutely love it. You can't sort of want to do it. You can't think it's a good job. You can't think, man, wouldn't it be cool if I was? It has to be something that you absolutely live. If it's anything else, you're robbing your students of a great experience.